What up, though, Lions fans? It's your man, Curt Steele from the Boss Up Ball Out podcast for Lions Nation Unite. Now, let's discuss the Lions' young secondary, those two cornerbacks back there, Ennis Rakestraw and Terrion Arnold, and what expectations should be for the upcoming season. Now, let's kind of go back a little bit because Lions general manager Brad Holmes made sure to address one of the biggest needs of Detroit's defense by taking outstanding cornerback Terrion Arnold out of Alabama, moving up from 29 to 24, training with the Cowboys in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. Now, in a surprising move by Holmes, because he's done it before, but I don't think this early, he doubled down. So like he was in Vegas or something. My man took another cornerback in the second round, taking Missouri's Ennis Rakestraw at 61. Physical cornerback, very versatile, can play outside, can play inside, and slide back to safety if needed. Now, let's talk about the latter first. Ennis Rakestraw. He must say about his rookie season, very uneventful, only playing 46 defensive snaps, 13 tackles total, with 9 being solo, before going on season-ending IR. Now, let's get to my man Sub-Zero. Arnold was a day one starter at CB2 who had his shares ups and downs throughout the season, played in 16 games, started 15 of them, finished the season with 60 total tackles, 47 of them being solo, 10 passes defended, struggled with penalties, of course, man. Guy got a little handsy out there down the field early in the season. As the season went on, though, he got that under control. But he also had another really big issue out there with his technique. Couldn't get his head around to make plays on the ball. He was in position a lot of times to make plays, but just couldn't get his head turned around. If he would have had his head turned around, maybe could have had a couple of interceptions last year, or maybe he had some more pass breakups. But like the penalties, he continued to improve on that later on in the season. That's why his pass breakups went up toward the end of the season. Now, I will say this. Did he have the best rookie season? Absolutely not. Did he have the worst rookie season? Absolutely not. But by the end of the season, it showed why the Lions picked him in the first round. Now, the question at hand is, what should us Lions and the team expect out of this duo in 2025? Now, I have to say, man, the answer starts with a statement, because the one factor going into what your expectations is the re-signing of Carlton Davis III. Now, if Carlton Davis is re-signed by the Lions, it pushes Amik Robinson back to the slot, and Terrion Arnold goes back to his slot at CB2 on the outside. If Davis leaves, the Lions don't bring in a replacement for him, Meek moves to the outside, and Rakestraw can go into the inside position and play that slot cornerback position. Now let's look at the first scenario. In my first scenario, my expectation is for Arnold to improve his level, that he will be viewed as one of the best cornerbacks in the division. He's posted some videos recently of him working on his technique. And one thing I did notice, he made a concerted effort to get his head turned around in tight coverage. I believe that Sub-Zero can have that type of second year leap as one of our former Lions who just won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, Darius Slay. His second year in Detroit had a big bounce back year from his rookie season. He had 17 pass breakups, which led the team. Now, if Davis does not return and they do not bring a guy in, I think Arnold will be pushing himself into that CB1 slot just because of his size. I get Amik Robinson as a dog, and I saw what he did against Justin Jefferson, yada, yada, yada. But if Davis does not return, that's going to relieve Aaron Arnold up to that CB1 position. Now, that will put some more stress on him to perform against some of the most talented wide receivers in the NFC North and throughout the league. The Lions got a tough schedule coming up because they're the division winners. When you play first, win the division and are in first place, you play first place teams. When you play other teams within the conference and within other conferences, of course, you're going to play your division. Now, I expect him to have a big leap in year two. But for Rakestraw, can be a little bit tricky because he's going to be fighting for a spot in both instances. Missing half of the season, put him behind players on the roster. He's going to have a great spring to get a chance to compete for a starting spot on the roster. However, if he sticks with his draft mate, who continues to work hard in the offseason and Rakestraw follows his lead, it's going to be hard to keep him off the field. Why? Because Rakestraw is versatile. Like I said earlier, he can play in the slot, he can play outside on the edge, and he can slide back to safety. He did that in college in Missouri. So Rake may not have an easier road next season as his draft mate, but I think he will be up to the challenge. However, here's the caveat. I think if they both work hard, you will see them starting opposite one another in the Lions secondary. Rakestraw at 1 CB2, and of course, TA at CB1. Now, do me a favor. Tell me what you think or your expectations from the Lions young cornerback duo in the comments section of this video for their sophomore season. And make sure you like this video and subscribe to Lions Nation Unite. Be a part of the movement, baby. That's one great Lions community over there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and head over to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast channel for more content from your boy, Curt Steele. Thanks for watching. This is Curt Steele, and I will holla at you real soon.